A plague bearer. Then let us focus, Fitson. He turns to all of you. Good work out there. In case no one said it yet.
We pat ourselves on the back plenty.
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong in taking pride in your work, as long as this is good work. If you guys need anything, please feel free to take something. Anything you need for your travel ahead. I assume from the conversation I heard on the way in that you guys will be the vanguards on the road to Quavos. Lois just like sucks in her teeth like, well,
How about that?
well. But he looks at her. Am I wrong? They're off to go find some other things. Like what?
A solution for this. And Denver will point at her head.
I heard that there are grey wardens around, and they're the best bet at a solution that does not end in
Ash.
Ash wardens, thank you. Ash wardens around. And it's the best bets that doesn't end with Denver's death. What is Grey Wardens from? Grey Wardens is fucking.
It's from Dragon Age.
So Dragon Age brain ride.
Yeah.
I didn't even play the. I didn't even get the game because I didn't have my computer to.
Here's on the call, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Dragon Age 4 is just messing with all of us.
So
my next character is gonna be named Solus.
Oh God!
So yeah.
Oh, the act.
I remember seeing the reports and seeing some Ashwarden activity, but that was days ago. Do you believe you'll be able to find them? We will. He looks at Risa. He looks at Lois, and she just does like a shake of her head, like, "Don't ask. I'll tell you later." I see. Well, my point still stands. If you need to help yourself to any of our requisitions, do so. Stay safe on your travel ahead. I believe he looks at Badger. The quartermaster was looking for you. He says he like tilts his head. Project that he was working on for you is completed.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'll get with him soon.
You nod. That being said, stays the night. It'd be foolish to go out at this point. Sundown, invisible as it is still happening. Once you clear outside the city, central Valkesta's walls and its lines, you'll begin seeing the sky again. He stops for a moment, reminiscing on something, but then shakes it out of his head. Dismissed.
Could I insight check that bit of reminiscing?
Roll insight.
Nope.
Ooh, he's a hard man to read. What can I say?
Oh, by the way, did you hand out inspiration for? Sorry, I see a bad roll.
Every time a bad word comes up, the memory just spontaneously happens or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think Fred did a lot of chatting on that one. We should give it to him.
No, I barely commented.
You guys want to play a game? A coin flip event?
Games, I love
games.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll take a little bet.
Mhm.
Coin flip event. If you succeed, I'll give an inspiration to all of you. If you fail, no one gets an inspiration.
Ah!
Do I have an inspiration?
I think I've got one. I don't know why I've not used it yet, but I have it.
The one time, the rare time you have it.
I know, right?
You're
It's so
coveting
rare.
What you do is you give it to Alec. He does his roll.
And then we take the
regardless.
bet.
Then we take the bet. Then you might get it back.
Ah,
That actually sounds like a plan. Do it.
okay, you know what? I am honor bound. If you want to do that, you're free to.
Let's do it.
Okay, then you have an inspiration.
And then we just don't do the coin flip.
Yeah, you do the coin flip and we just steal it.
I will be like 20% salty if that happens.
Only 20%. That's very good.
Damn.
I know what. It's
Alex,
kind of relevant, right?
send the insight. Insight.
Well, it
better.
is numerically better.
It's double. It's double, in fact.
Hey.
God.
Alec.
So it,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
he's
a-
a hard,
it's
he's a
a
hard man to
open
read.
man,
He's a
right?
hard, he's a hard man to read. He's a hard man to read. So
Bardic Spree.
no, I don't. Not for this. Actually, no. He is Xiaoyan. You have to tell Eva later, though. If you roll well.
Scout's
Okay.
Otter.
Okay.
Wait a minute, he's not a scout.
Actually, he's not.
he's a
Did I just
fucking
not-
Nazi.
Did I just not restart? Just
Oh my god.
That's fair. No, because yeah, even in using Bardics when you guys are going onto the ship, why is it empty then? I probably
Did you just not reset it from the night before?
That's what I'm assuming. All right, take your Bardic D6.
Actually, I don't know
Roll
if I
well.
reset.
God damn it!
Oh my god.
I will tell you all the secrets I learned, Eva. 20 minutes later, go to the side alley.
Actually, technically speaking, that would go
uh.
to the first insight roll. And every roll.
Hey, okay. You're gonna look so silly when you roll another one.
No, he's gonna roll 2. Ah, fuck.
Thank you.
That's so weird for you to roll another one, right?
Yep.
Whatever.
Okay, so 18. It's still hard to discern, but you glean that he's remembering a conversation relatively recently. But knowing the good captain, his memories probably delineate his time in the Spheric Empire, his time in the service, his time out of the service, his time outside of the country here. So it's probably, he's old, right? So it all sort of blends together. So it's probably something recent in that regard, but not recent as in like this month or last month, but probably like the last like year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Something to do with the night sky. You don't know off the top of your head whom would have initiated that sort of conversation with him. Closed man as he is. So yeah.
The chosen star talking about seeing visions at night, looking up at the sky or some shit. Anyways,
About that gambling you guys want to do. All right,
Yeah.
who's rolling? Who's doing it, or who's calling it rather?
Oh,
Yeah, I call heads or tails.
heads.
Heads. All right.
Wait, what's heads? Is that one or two?
Two is heads.
Because
One is
green.
tails.
Two. Yeah, two is
Wait,
the good
what?
number that's green. So.
okay.
So we want to see a 2.
Oh, damn it, man!
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
So it's a group effort, so we should have advantage on the roll, right? We're all assisting each other, so we have advantage.
We were gambling.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'll give you one other roll. Do you keep it heads or do you switch it to tails?
I'm gonna keep it heads because I'm stubborn.
Heads always wins.
Hey!
Heads always wins, baby.
Random chance.
All right, those of you that don't have an inspiration can mark it on your sheet. Gambling successful.
It always
Heads
works,
always wins when you roll enough times.
Heads wins in a 50-50 when you get it after rolling.
Holy shit, the number of heads winning.
The
House
odds
always
are in our
wins, baby.
favor.
We
The
got a
house
cool
always
bunch
wins sometimes.
Sometimes, maybe.
Always sometimes.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
if we're staying the night here, Captain Lois, if there's anyone who is currently debilitated by the plague, I might be able to help them.
Yeah, another set of hands. You guys will be happy to know that your cleric and his angels turned up while you were gone. He's been doing some good work.
Is that so?
You know it.
I expect him
plan
to
on-
know.
Wonderful
Was it,
news.
Brun. Cleric Brun, that's right.
Bryn, of location we definitely remember.
Are they planning on
Brian Town.
going with you when you evacuate? Be on the road.
We've yet to discuss that with him, I'm afraid. I know he's here for a relic, but he shakes his head. He'll be dying if he stays here. Herman just begins to he chuckles, which is a very rare thing. You guys can tell as Lois looks at him. Yeah, you have our apologies. We sent you out to get you us black powder, and now we won't even be putting it to proper use. Lois rolls her eyes. We'll be putting it to plenty of proper use, Herman, when we're shooting shamblers on our way out. Or Star only knows what's out there in the woods. Maybe.
There's potential that you
Maybe.
could set up blasts to create makeshift walls out of collapsed buildings. Or close off tunnels so they can't come from the ground.
I doubt there'll be any tunnels out there. She thinks for a moment.
Sewage lines.
It could be a good training commodity when we get to Clavus.
True.
That it could be.
Or something good to trade with, should the need arise. Regardless, I won't speak for the others, but I only really cared about getting you that black powder to make you like me more, so.
Lois begins like laughing. Well, at least he's honest, eh? That he is. Well, you succeeded your mission. Be careful talking like that, though. You might be in. People might think you're. He looks around and says, "But here's the funny thing: the German word for oracle is oracle.
Orakel.
Yeah, it's Orakel. So he still says oracle, anyways. Keeps talking like that, and people might think you're an oracle."
He makes a show of raising a brow, tilting his head, and going, "An oracle."
I'll slap
He,
you.
he,
I
he
would
matches
ask
his
you to-
volume, of course.
I would tell you to roll deception, but Captain Herman knows enough not to bother inciting anyways.
Yeah.
It's just plausible deniability. So you guys are turned loose onto the spire.
Just before we leave, Jen did want to ask, how was Del and Ani? I'm assuming alive, considering you mentioned the black powder.
No, it's not. Dell came back with the black powder and the rangers and others. Arnie has been, she thinks from it, proven himself surprisingly useful. I'm not gonna lie, when you guys first introduced me to Arnie, I thought he was going to make off for our supplies the next night. But no, instead he's been working hard. She gets like this confused look and she says like,
He gives
the
off
more
that
she goes on, the
impression.
more Jen is also slightly confused. Like, this is working out? What the fuck?
Nani the fuck?
he's a young man trying to turn over a new leaf, Lois. There's nothing weird about that. I'm sure you would know all about that, huh? Not for young men, though.
Is there a nobler cause than redemption?
Nobility's not gonna matter much. Survival's more important at this point. Feel free to check in with him, though. I think Dell has just been... She shrugs as she says it. Drifting around, trying to help whatever he can, but nothing specific. Whereas Arnie's been trapped in a lab. The workshop space. Making... She shakes her head. I still don't know exactly what he's making. A bomb that moves.
Terrifying.
On that move,
Sounds interesting, at least.
a
Efficient.
wheel of cannon.
No, more like, She shrugs and says, I don't know how to describe it. It's a bomb that moves. It's a bomb that tracks you or something. Tracks something.
Oh,
Like a sticky grenade. No, not like a sticky grenade. For that, you gotta throw it at them and it gets stuck to them. This one just follows you.
It's
starts to roll it.
just on a cart that moves by itself.
like an exploding hound. Sent a shiver down my spine.
Right, can't escape, right?
How would you use a dog to explode?
Maybe we should get going.
Maybe we should scram, yeah.
I think Tao's getting bored. You guys look at him, he hasn't moved an inch.
I think he's always bored if that's what he looks like.
Honestly, I was just gonna say the same thing.
Oh, you guys just don't know how to read his micro expressions.
Yes, my good expressions.
You'll pick them up. Or maybe not.
Ben Hasraf.
He walks away. Or she walks away. Town halls.
Just gonna spend the next 3 hours just staring directly at him, like, tell me your secrets. Tell me your micro expressions.
The biggest troll ever. He has no micro expressions.
Exactly.
It's all Botox. No expression.
I am 80% rubber or plastic, whatever.
So let's just go through this. I don't want to belabor everything in the Spire.
Yeah, you just don't want us to be stuck in the Spire at the end of the session.
That's not my goal, no. Mostly because like I don't know what value. I don't know. You guys are free to prove me wrong. Speak your mind, of course. You guys can stay in your own quarters. It's all free and clear. Jin, I assume you're gonna go give treats to the cat.
No, you crazy. He's going to go try and find Mr. Mittens and learn that fucking kid's name. His goal is to learn that kid's goddamn name.
You do not find Mittens nor the child.
Oh no, they.
Oh no.
Oh darn! I guess he just has
around
cat
about-
treats.
When you ask around about it, one of the guardsmen reports that kid was on the last trip out to Kravos.
Oh,
Not last as in the final one, the last as in the
Right, the
prior,
most
previous
recent
one.
The most recent.
We
Yeah.
dismissed them.
aw.
He would follow up of when was that? A few hours ago, or
Yesterday?
right? And no reports back of if they were
No.
successful.
No. It's what? 4 days out to Kravos, 4 days back? Yeah,
Right.
it's been a while. And I hear we're evacuating, so if you join us on the evacuation, you might see him there.
Well, it is more the better that he leaves sooner than later. I appreciate it.
You know, you're telling me. I can't imagine having a childhood of an event like this popping up.
I think growing up in war would be bad enough, but this is very different.
That's why we gotta do our jobs. Nods at you. Let me get back to mine. Let me know if you need anything, sir.
I shall be good. Thank you. He gives a small bow and heads off and doesn't find the fucking kid. Goddamn.
The one thing you wanted to do, SMH.
No, I have
Tell me
I have
your
one far more important thing. That was just like literally like when we were talking about like buying shows. Like, wait, hold on a second.
No, the one and only
I'm
thing you
telling
wanted to
you,
do.
Garth, that cat food later in the campaign, it's going to be really
Yes.
important.
Yeah, I'm gonna open that bag
Wait,
later.
oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
be attacked by
It
I'm
looks like
calling
displacer
it
Texas
now.
is
beasts. We're gonna be attacked by displacer beasts. I'm gonna open that bag. Like, I got catches. They're gonna be moldy as shit.
You might have something else.
Well, if they're dry, they shouldn't mold.
There
that's a
are
good point.
in this
Still.
game, there are what's called
Mm.
prime beasts. Because the monstrosity category doesn't exist in the way you guys would intuit it in 5e. It does exist, but the things that would normally fall under the monstrosity category, like winter wolves, like elemental animals, that
Uh-huh.
goes into the prime beast category. They're Chad animals. So you might find a prime beast, like a 20-foot tall cat or a cat-like creature, and you can use that. Just
See?
pray.
So about that dream rampant.
No.
You guys probably in the
Yes!
story I put out, you would have seen a reference to a prime beast, not the prime beast, because
Right.
they do show up. They do show up, especially in the free realms and of course the dream rampant, and other places too. You probably heard of it in the recent realms, etc. etc. I know. Badger, you go get your shotgun.
Yes.
You walk up to the quartermaster as he's in the middle of polishing what looks to be like a gun barrel that's taken out from any gun frame. He's whistling a tune as he does so. He sees you come up. Well, Badger, you son of a bitch! Thought you disappeared on me.
Oh, no, I'm definitely always coming back here.
He leans over the bench that is his workspace and like does like a arm grab motion. Like, come on, bring it in.
I will return that.
Hell yeah! Got good news for you.
I
Come on.
heard you were looking for me.
I have. Alright, this might take a bit of adjustment. Don't worry, I made it a bit tightenable, customizable. Alright, come over here. Come this way. He walks around
Okay.
to like this back workshop area. There she is. He points out this little rack that he has on the ground. It's basically almost like a pauldron that mounts on. Is Badger left or right-handed?
He is right-handed.
Okay. will mount on your left shoulder, then to not get in the way of your punch manifestation. So it's a pauldron-esque piece of gear that wraps onto underneath your armpit, ties off against the upper part of your arm, and you can tell just by looking at that, it has a considerable amount of padding built into it, not emblazoned, but like stitched into it. And then there you see it. It doesn't have the you see the shotgun that's attached, built into it. It doesn't have the stock anymore. In the I guess it technically does. In the same way, like a bazooka has like this like shoulder piece area, where like it'll like push against like where you would hold like a rifle or shotgun or any other long arm. It has that now, and you can see the trigger has been redone, so you're not pushing your hand to the behind your head to pull a trigger that's back there. No, now the trigger is set up like in the front, which I guess it really is like a bazooka. The more I'm thinking about it and describing it. There she is.
A bazooka.
I've not tested it though. I'll tell you that right now. Not tested.
Let's test it.
He whistles. The shoulder gun's ready for testing. And a bunch of guards like turn their heads like at the noise. But it's clear that some people have been asking, "What is he working on? What are you doing?" And then he's told them, they're just like, "Real shit." So you go over to the test range with your shoulder-mounted shotgun. It definitely throws off your balance because like it's a considerable amount of like weight and mass now on your left side. So it does take a bit of getting used to. It does slide. So instead of, say, hypothetically, this would be the worst drawing ever, but intentionally so. So if you stand like this, that's you. I should make this green actually. I can't select it. Dang it. All right, whatever. It's not always facing forward. You can. There's like a gear or not a gear, like a. I guess it is a gear mechanism, which allows you to sidle it so that it faces like backwards, so that way it faces up. Almost like you're shouldering like a rifle. So it's not always in the way of you traveling.
You could move it like a lever.
Yeah, basically. Alright, so you probably should rate like a stat one. I mean, it is basically about what counts as a shotgun, but you know what? Alright, let's see. Do you still have the shotgun on your sheet?
Yes,
so, right?
it's yeah, I still have it.
Alright, roll it. Roll it at advantage.
Oh, at advantage.
16. Hey, it packs a punch. I think that's exactly what happened. Your shotgun got pack a punch. You fire the shotgun, and you can feel it dig into, begin digging into the mount that it's on, and then the mount begins pressing it into your shoulder. It threatens to kick you back a little bit, like send you careening up, like leaning back, like someone like pushed you in the face like a bully. But you manage to hold your ground, and oh boy, oh, that has a kick to it.
Disengage.
And it does have a second shot. It does have 2 barrels. So he like chuckles like a madman, just laughing. I see that.
Badger is joining him.
Alright. Empty it out. Clear the chambers. Fire it again, and then we can go through how to reload it. Roll one more time. You got advantage. You got advantage.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You fire it this time, and it does end up kicking so hard you fall backwards from the sheer recoil. And he left. Okay, maybe we gotta invest a bit more in the grips on it.
Work on my stance a little bit.
Maybe. You gotta lean forward. Kick your feet out a little bit. Get a wider stance, and then lean into it. That'll help. You gotta helps you. Sort of.
I can use that to like punch, disengage, shotgun blast.
He helps you up to your feet and then shows you how to reload it. It's a break action shotgun, so he just except the point where it breaks has been shifted much more I guess it is a shifted much more forward now I think about it, 'cause from where he had to cut it. So it's still pretty normal. The only catch is that in the manner similar to where you could like use this like gear section that's built into the pauldron to push it back, you could also use it to bring it a bit more forward to reload it easier. But it's the same as reloading a normal shotgun, which is a thing that your people all know how to do. Same for Eulonians and Australians. And some other people, I guess. But you have it now. You have the shoulder-mounted shotgun. The damage is different now.
Oh, what is the damage now?
So now it doesn't deal a cone. It is much... I guess it probably would still do a cone, I think. No, yeah, we'll keep out a cone. But the damage has shifted. So instead of just a 2d6, it does 2d6 plus your strength mod. Because you had to brace,
nice.
You had to actually brace against it. The catch is, of course, it still takes an action to reload. That's not going away. But for 2 shots, you're punching with a shotgun, essentially.
Oh,
That's cool. Badass.
I don't even know what your strength mod is, but better than 0.
3.
Better than 0. Actually, which one's higher, your strength or your con?
They're both 3.
Okay, never mind then.
For now, they're both 3.
For now. We might shift it from strength to con, because I can see that making sense, because you're, again, having to tank the hit and not fall back.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, it's in my eye. Not you falling to the ground, although that makes me laugh and bring a tear to my eye.
He'll rub his back. That almost brought a tear to my eye.
He slaps you on the back, sending a ripple of sore pain through you. You'll get used to it.
He'll reach at his hand and say, I love you. And go for a handshake.
He shakes your hand. I don't know about love, but I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. All right. He like lets go of the hand and just like grabs you and brings you up, like lifting you up, and then gives you like not a noogie, but like he like ruffles your hat. All right. Then he says real fast, "Love you too." Then they put you down.
Yeah.
Aw.
The guards that have like gathered around the spectacle. One of the closest one goes, "What was that? Nothing. I could have sworn you said you loved him back. No, I didn't. Shut up, we're not getting reference."
He didn't.
All right. Immediately, the guardsman whispers to one of her friends next to her. Dead. They nod, like, they did. We're not gonna.
Badger's curse is suddenly broken and he turns into a halfling.
No.
Oh my god.
Love, and it's not really awkward.
Amazing.
So you have gained your shotgun. You're free to rename it to whatever you see fit. It still does do the cone effect. If it's within 5 feet, you make an attack roll. If they're caught within, I think, 10 or 15 feet, they make a dex save to maybe get caught by it. Anyways.
Skadoosh.
Yep. Let's see. What else do you guys want to do in the Spoya? Real fast, Slack.
I've got 2 things back to back.
Sure. What you got?
But first things first, did I hear need not take an intake of breath?
What? Because I didn't consciously do that. I do have things to do, but go ahead.
Do yours first.
No.
We're doing this speedrun style, so we're not going to get too
my
far
stuff-
into it. But
Yeah,
what
my
you guys
stuff
got?
involves you.
Oh, awkward.
All the more reason for you to do your stuff
Okay,
first.
gotcha. First things first, Hawk is going to try and get his hands on some combat stims.
Ooh.
Okay. See how many? See with the medic block.
Locking in the real 40k.
Renegade medic.
Renegade.
Yeah, I wanted to tackle your stuff first, class, so we could go back to attending the meet.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave that there just as a general reference. You know what? I'll keep it simple. You get 3. Says 3 other per long rest there. I think it's fair.
Cool.
Those are yours to administer to yourself or others. It does take a bunch of
myself. Gotcha. All right, cool.
Yep, gotcha.
I want to be transparent. He's not using these for combat. However, he is going to
sex.
then immediately go look for Dahlia for Denver.
Okay.
Where would you
Double
find her,
D?
madam?
Probably taking some bark off a tree. Assuming no one stops her, that's the first thing she'd be doing.
You go get some bark off a tree.
She's stripping a tree.
What are you doing?
Taking some bark.
There's a pun in there somewhere. Got something for you. And he would hold up one of the 3 stems. Do you think you could synthesize this?
I take it, look it over. I don't see why not.
I'll let you hold on to that one. You know, I had something I want to talk to you about.
Raise an eyebrow. All right.
About, I think it was 2 nights ago now, right? We had that talk.
Yeah. She not straightens. Well, no, straightens herself a little bit.
Well, been doing some thinking, and I realized that it wasn't exactly right of me to poke fun at something that happened like that. And moreover, to belittle something that's clearly very important to you. So
what, you're apologizing?
yeah.
Fine.
Moreover, if through some stretch of the imagination you do make progress on your pursuit, I'd like to lend my aid for that. So long as you're fine if, well, you tag along with me while I try to tag along with Ava. Once we get this thing out of your head, the second thing out of your head, well, we'll need to figure out what we want to do next. And I've already come this far with you.
I don't see a reason in going any other way. She holds out a hand. Just don't kill me in my sleep, alright?
Don't kill me when I wake you. And he'll shake her hand.
Ooh.
The handshake. Rapport gain +5. Respect gained.
Dahlia, like that.
Now I'm just imagining a pop-up of Dahlia like that. Loth review didn't like that. Yeah, I know. In this situation, it doesn't apply, but
You guys have gained respect, mutual respect.
I don't know if I'll get to work. I don't know if I'll get this done tonight, but I can start.
No rush. I just want that in your hands.
It's gonna be a difficult process. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're not an intelligence-based alchemist, so yeah.
But I know one that's here.
You do. So, what are you up to? Aside from getting bark from a tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some bark from a tree. I'm gonna get more ink if they have it, and they'll let me. And then I'm gonna go bug Arnie. You
go bug Arnie. He's in the middle of taking a nap in the workshop. You can tell from the numerous. You can tell from the numerous cups around him. He's been drinking a lot of coffee.
Ooh.
And it seems that his well, the consequences of my own actions has caught up to him.